when he hits that part. That girl's all right with me. That girl's all right. So high. I never belted it. Okay, yeah, I remember belting that. Should have never gave y'all money. Oh man!
On that note,
classic.
We're rolling.
James. Oh, were we?
What is up, and welcome back to the Ready Player Lift podcast, your favorite show about games and games. Let's go. Season 6, episode 7. Get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it. Welcome
to Ready Player Lift. I don't know why that never gets old to me.
The Jurassic Park.
What's up? What's up?
Harmonica.
What's up? Yeah,
version.
the little yeah.
That's how it is today.
So it's because it's so unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and it's still funny. I don't know. Anyway,
welcome back to the Ready Player Lift podcast. On this wonderful Sunday, we have much to discuss. What has it been? It's been 2 weeks since our last recording. So
yeah, I'm trying to keep it consistent.
Thank you, Jerell, for making the time to sit down and record.
Oh yeah.
On this week's episode, we will talk about gains and games. We will talk about Kim Kardashian.
Maybe.
Possibly. That's where we're going. And of course, we will talk about gym talk, fitness talk. We will chat.
A little pop culture.
We have a new segment on the way. I hope it flies straight. I hope it actually lands.
Yeah, maybe we might exit, chop it out. I don't know. Some information changed a little bit. You might be a little insensitive there, Milo, with your new segment, but we'll get to
We're going to get through this freaking episode. And also, Ask Ready Player Lift is back. We got a few questions that we are excited to
keep asking us, throw them at us. We love this segment. We love this segment. It's been fun.
Okay, so do you have any shout-outs?
Shout-outs.
Do you have any specific shout-outs? Because I can think of one already.
Yeah. Actually, I do. I want to shout out. I want to shout out my sister. Actually, yeah, my sister Kayla. She hooked us up with some epic new art that came out great, and yeah, so shout out to Kayla for the awesome the art style is technically it's called rubber hose.
I saw you put that down. Rubber hose. Can you explain that?
Yeah, so I don't know how to explain it. I just know that's what it's called. It's essentially the was it like
Steamboat Willie
30s. Yeah, like 1930s style, like art, like cartoon characters, like the early
Betty Boop and Steamboat Willie and
yeah, like that type of I guess that type of art form is or art style is called rubber hose.
Why do they call it that? Like
I don't know, like maybe because they're all noodly, like you know how like
the ghost.
How they move.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but yeah, she hooked it up and made myself and Milo turned us into rubber hose cartoon characters, so we can create a very cool and highly offensive 1930s cartoon. No, I'm just kidding.
Jerell and I were joking.
Probably without the offensive.
Yeah, no, we got to keep it clean. But Jerell and I were talking about like if we had a budget to have like an animated
turn those guys
series,
into
like imagine the like Jerell and Milo go to the bank
with that freaking music.
Milo and Jerell go to I don't know.
Yeah, find a penny.
Like that's like, and back like, in the day though, that was like so entertaining.
Yeah, it was
people would drop like a little penny into the little machine and sit there and watch those little cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but yeah, I think it came out super dope. And it's funny. So this is not apparently. I am difficult to draw. I've been told by numerous people now, like Joe, who also has drawn. Shout out Joe has drawn a ton of stuff for us. He told me that it's actually really hard to draw me, and my sister said the same thing. Like she drew you, and it was like perfect. Like it looks awesome. Like if you zoom in to your if you look at that picture, zoom into your character's face, like it's awesome. Like dude, it's too
the same.
freaking perfect. Yeah, it's too perfect. But she said it was actually really hard to draw me. Yeah.
I want to second that. So Kayla, she listens to us, right? I hope, like from time to time, hopefully.
I think
so make sure she hears this episode. I want to say thank you as well. I just want to say thank you.
Yes.
Again, I did like Jerell was like holding it back. He like surprised me.
Oh, dude, for so long she was it took her. I mean, she's been working on it for a little while. So like, she's that's not her art style. So she literally, I assisted her in, and kind of almost forced her to learn a completely new art style, like a new style of drawing. So like, it actually was beneficial for us and for her because she learned a whole new style of art.
And like, what did she? I mean,
cool.
Yeah, and the fact that she just spent all this time and I didn't know, and just to support us and just to do something cool for us, and something we can share.
Yeah, it's super awesome.
If you did not know, we have actually, Jerell has created a bunch of custom, basically handmade stickers. So if you're interested in supporting us, go ahead and check out our website. I will drop that link in the description of this podcast episode. Yeah. And we're doing a little mixed bag, random stickers. So that design that Kayla designed for us will be part of that, correct?
Yeah, you might end up getting that sticker. It's basically 10 completely random stickers, and yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think people might enjoy seeing some different types of stickers that we got. We came up with some epic stuff coming people's way.
We may or may not. Yes, we may or may not have some new Ready Player Lift swag on the way. Some T-shirts, tank tops, possibly.
Yeah.
Get ready. Okay, so that's enough self-promotion, I think.
All right.
Let's bring it back to the people. Yes. Actually, I want to take it right into Ask Ready Player Lift. And
okay. We're going straight into
it. So I want to give a big shout out to, let's see, they are Weight Room Boys with a Z. So you can find...
Now, I remember... Sorry to interrupt you. I remember when I was on IG following Weight Room Boys. Now, is that just one person? Or is there more than one person? Because I feel like it's just one dude. Because I've only seen the one guy. I've never talked to him, but I've only seen the one guy. The guy with the beard or whatever. Yep. So, I just assumed... Maybe it was one.
I was going to say the same thing. So shout out to that page, Weight Room Boys with a Z. You can find them on Instagram at Weight Room Boys. Always shows love, always interacts, always engages. So I appreciate that. As you know, we can't really make content for people if they don't jump in and ask us questions. So as soon as I dropped the post, he jumped in right away and he did ask us a question. That question is, and you can answer it first. And I think it'll be pretty simple, pretty basic answer.
Well, let's do it. Let's get into it.
Ask Ready Player.
Why does anyone trust our advice? Okay. So Weight Room Boys asks, what keeps you guys doing fitness, or what keeps you guys into fitness? Like, why do you do what you do? You can start.
Okay. I feel like we answered this last week, but I mean, I'll throw it out there again. My kids. I mentioned last week, I think, that basically my main focus now is more longevity than anything else. I want to be able to, as my kids get older, keep running around with them, playing with, I want to be able to be on their level still, even once they get older and become teenagers and progress and become grown men and like they're active and they're doing stuff. I don't want them to be like, oh, there's our dad. Like I want them to be like, that's my dad. Like, and I'm still keeping up with them or still kicking their butt, in the gym or whatever else, like actively. I just want to continue to be active to the point where I don't fall behind, like where I don't need to be on meds because I'm unhealthy and I don't need to worry about like any major issues. Like I want to just be active and healthy and just keep going that route. And I'll see y'all when I'm 100. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Or I won't, because I'll be the only one left. Milo says this very often, that I'll be the last man standing for various reasons in life. Like everyone else is gonna like die off or something, and I'll be the only one just like John Travolta in the room.
Yeah, you're gonna be basically
just looking around.
Yeah, you're gonna be Cillian Murphy, and 28 days later, just wake up one day.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Everyone's gonna be.
Yeah, I need to add that movie to the Halloween movie watch list this year
for sure,
because that movie is great. I know it's early. It's still August. We're not ready for Halloween stuff yet, but man, I'm already like floating that direction. Oh, dude. Like I'm already like I want to like be there already.
I'm already there. I mean, you saw my pictures, dude.
I want to like be in the Halloween
I'm already
vibe
there.
already. Like,
yeah, we're there.
Yeah.
Like
I watched Nightmare on Elm Street 2 yesterday. I forgot how ridiculous that one.
Freddy.
Like, dude, that one is like, what? Like that one had some really bad acting.
Absolutely.
And it was hilarious and it made no sense and there's so many little things in it. But it also was like you could tell they bumped up the budget like and the special effects quite a bit because there was like a lot of actually really cool stuff for that time.
Effects.
Well, yeah, like a really good special effects for that time. We're just like, holy shit, man! Like, how did they do that? Like, how did they pull that off? Like, that was like really cool. Like, you see the freaking coach or whatever. He's got the jump ropes wrapped around his wrist. He's getting pulled.
Could you imagine?
And the ropes are like flying. Yeah. Like you see the ropes like being pulled, but there's nobody there. And I'm like, dang, that's cool. Like, how'd they do that? But yeah. Anyway,
so.
A little off track.
So on the topic of death and dismemberment and destruction. So I go to the gym.
Yeah, back to fitness. I'm not sure what happened there.
No, actually.
Back on track.
Actually, I have some thoughts, but we'll wait.
Okay.
So my answer to the question, like, what keeps you motivated to train? Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why do I drag my ass out of bed every day? Achy, sore, tired, drama, life, it all, for me personally, and I think anyone that knows me would agree that a lot of this is mental health for me. Like
that too, yeah.
Why do I keep showing up? Why do I keep training? Why?
For my
brain, man. I want to be mentally sound. We mention it all the time. Like you're supposed to take days off, I guess. I've heard.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to.
Kind of messes with me.
But
it's hard. It's harder, I feel like, when you take a day off.
Because I get, mentally like I just don't feel right, And some say that gym addiction can be a mental illness itself. I
could see that.
If you're doing too much,
if you really push it too far,
and if you choose that over your loved ones, and if you choose that too much, and you're like,
I could see that. I've seen it with some people.
I've done it. Yeah. We've done it.
Some dudes I know that like had girlfriends for a while, and then they would break up, and have girlfriends for a while, and they break up, and all they ever do is they work out. Like they're in the gym like 3 hours every day, and it was like one of those where you're like, man, like
there's more to life, bro.
Yeah, like
it's
super strange to me.
Exactly. So for me, it's like that fine line. Like I overdo it basically every day, but I make a point out of it to train for my mental health. Like if I don't lift, if I don't do cardio, if I'm just sitting there, like I don't feel right. So I do it for that. I do it because it makes me more confident. As you said, it ties into my family life. I want to be the dad that my kids can be proud of. So all of that to me, but that all ties into that mental health. Like if your mind ain't right, then
everything else is gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
Like,
so
gotta be good up top.
So you know, I do appreciate that question a lot. It's always good to get that out and kind of step back and be like, well, why am I doing this? Right. So it's good to get that reminder. So thank you for that question. We did have another question from an anonymous listener.
Ooh, anonymous.
Now you know who you are.
You made this question up, didn't you? I was like, anonymous. You son of a bitch. Stop giving away my secrets. No, I'm just kidding. Whoever you are, anonymous, we appreciate you.
Okay, so go ahead. You want to read out this
okay,
question?
When the question from anonymous, aka Milo, is when to change a fitness program. When to change a fitness program. What do you do when you get bored with certain workouts?
Okay.
I feel like this one's literally interchangeable in itself, and you can answer the whole both questions with both questions. So it's like, what do you do when you get bored with certain workouts? Change your fitness program. When do you change your fitness program? When you get bored with certain workouts. Like, the end. Thank you for playing as Ready Player.
See you next time.
And we're done. No, like that. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of it, really. Like it's literally both questions have answered themselves. Like, when do you change your fitness program? I feel like either when you get bored or when you've gotten to a point where like you're not seeing any like changes anymore, and you need to shock your body and switch things up to progress and start seeing those changes again. And then the other side of it's the same thing. When you get bored with certain workouts, what do? You change your workouts, you shake things up, do things from a different, look at things from a different perspective, try different things, like try different workouts, different exercises, because different styles of exercise, like we were talking about a few weeks ago when you're like, oh, what type of training do you like to do? And you're like, oh, just basic lifting, this and this and that. Well, if you get to a point where the basic lifting, just you either get bored or you don't see any changes, well, start doing some freaking HIIT stuff, start doing some plyometric work, start doing like completely change your normal style and the way, like what you're used to, and do something completely opposite, and your body will like completely, like it'll shock your body, and you'll have to adapt to that new type of. You have to understand, like doing what's a good example? Doing pull downs, right? Weighted pull downs versus doing pull ups. Completely different exercise, but yet it works. It's for the same muscle group, kind of. Like the pull downs, it's focused on your lats. Lat pull down, you focus on your lats, but that's really mostly it. Your arms a little bit, your lats, your core, kind of.
A lot of it is core, for sure.
Yeah, but pull ups, it's like everything. It's like all of that plus your legs, your ass, your lower back, your upper back, your arms, like your core,
your forearms. Dude, I don't know about you when I do pull ups.
Your back, your
like
forearms.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like if doing pull downs has gotten to a point where you're like, I'm bored, or this has become stagnant, or it's too easy, or whatever. Go try and do some pull ups for a while instead. Switch out the exercise. Just switch it up. I think really that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I don't get bored myself in the gym because I don't do the same thing all the time. I switch up my days that I do certain body group or muscle groups. I switch up the exercises for each muscle group. Like if I'm doing legs, I don't always do this exercise, this one. I like throw it all over the place, or I take this one out and I throw in something else. Like you have to keep your workouts like a mixed bag of stuff every time, or else it will get boring, or you will just get so used to it, then your body will become accustomed to what you're doing.
Your body will exactly.
You
Yep.
know?
So thank you for saying that. So
Yeah.
on that note, with your body
It'll adapt.
Your joints also they take a beating, right?
Yeah.
So if you do, so I'll kind of jump in the discussion too, and I won't directly answer it, but I like what you're saying because I agree with you. But I've noticed when I do, and I agree with you completely, like switch it up, right? When you get bored or if you're not seeing the results, instead of bench pressing a barbell, well, why don't you focus on pressing dumbbells? Because if you're basically not abusing, but if you're, how do I word this? If you are pressing heavy ass weight on your chest with a bar consistently every 3-4 days, like how much are you getting out of that? Like
yeah, you have to change it up. And even if you do dumbbells, if you're used to doing a flat barbell, flat bench press, when you go do dumbbells, make it incline, like change it somehow.
I've been doing
some way.
decline.
If you go from flat,
lately.
Exactly. If you go from flat, if you all you do is bench press, just flat bench press, and you go to flat dumbbell bench press, like you're not changing it all that much. Like you're still doing the very similar motion, but if you can tweak it just slightly, instead of maybe doing flat bench press where you just go, or barbell or dumbbell bench press where you go straight up, maybe turn the weights reverse and go, or a different angle. Like there's different ways you can hit that same muscle group to make it, like, to activate it more. But you gotta, I think a lot of it, you also have to get out of your comfort zone, because it does happen where you just get so used to doing these specific workouts only that you're like, oh, like I can't do that. And it's like, you probably
you
can.
Could.
You just have never tried it, or you don't want to get out of your comfort zone.
You're
get out of your comfort zone.
You're
switch things up,
intimidated,
shake things up. Yeah, who cares if you fail? Like, that's the point of it. Like,
if it's
when
too
I first
easy.
started doing muscle ups, like, I was like, dude, there's no fucking way I'm doing that. Like, and I was fit. Like, I was like, it wasn't like I was unfit. Like, I was like how I am now, where I'm like, oh, I don't know, way I can do that. My buddy's like, yeah, bro, you have enough strength to do that. Like, you can for sure do that. You just need to figure out how to do the techniques, like, or like how to, and so he explained to me and showed me, and like the first time I did it was just like the most amazing thing ever. And I was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe I just did that. But like, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like, if you never ever try, or never even consider trying, like, you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna get bored. Right. And some people, if you're not fully dedicated to this lifestyle, you're gonna stop.
Here's a take on this though too. So like,
you're back eating bonbons on the couch, like old CT would say all the time.
Right. So here's the thing too. So like, if you try something different and if you don't like it, that's okay. Like,
yeah,
what my ultimate take on this question, and I'm glad this is brought up because I feel strongly about this, right? Like, find what works for you. Like, if you
not everybody's
enjoy
gonna be able to do, not everybody's gonna do the same thing.
Then stick with if it's progressive, and if you were getting something out of it, and if you're growing, if you feel good, then go ahead. Like, if you want to do squats, then do squats, and if that's what you enjoy, and if you're getting something out of it, then go ahead. Like,
you want to do
if you want
400 reps of abs, and
go ahead. whatever works for you, as long as you are getting something out of it. If you go into the gym and because you have to, and I have to go in there, like I know I'm not gonna do this or that, then like you're gonna fucking stop going. Like,
you get bored if you make it a chore.
So the answer to this is just find what works for you. Switch it up. If you don't like it,
works for you, switch it up. If you don't, try different programs, try different things, that figure out what works for you. Keep going, and then if that doesn't work out, then find something else.
Exactly.
Like,
should someone hire a trainer? And I'm going to ask Ready Player Lift my damn self, right? So,
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't see this question on here. Milo, what's happening? Ah!
Switching it up. So, Jerell.
Okay. Yeah.
If you are, so I really like this discussion, right? So, if you are, if you're in the gym, and if you're not seeing the results, or you're bored, like, should you hire a trainer or a coach? Like, if you're like, at what point should someone say, you know what? Like, I've tried everything under the sun, and that didn't work. I didn't like this. I've fucked up my back here. I did this. I did that. Like, at what point should a person seek help? Let's go.
I don't know. I've never hired a trainer, so I really can't answer this one because I have no personal experience.
Like, have you? People have come to you and they're like, "Hey, like, I need help." Like, is that the advice you give them?
I think if you don't know what to do, then maybe hiring a trainer. I think if you're just starting and you're really unsure and you don't know even the basics, then hiring a trainer would be very beneficial. Also, I feel like if you are further along and you kind of know what you're doing, you feel kind of comfortable, but you're still just like, man, like I only know this batch of workouts. Like, I wish I knew more. Like, hire someone that can help.
But like, do your
that.
research too. Like, there are some shitty, awful, horrific, fucking trainers out there. Let me tell you.
Just because someone can go and get, you have to understand, like, getting your becoming a certified personal trainer is essentially school. It's essentially like school, where anyone can go get a degree, right, Milo? Like,
absolutely,
you don't necessarily have to be the smartest person in the world. You necessarily don't even have to have any expertise in that subject matter to go and get a degree in it. Like, you can learn from school, learn what you have to do, pass the tests, exams, bam, you get your degree, you get your certification. Same thing with being a certified personal trainer. So with that in mind, like, and I'm not knocking any people, because some people are just smart and they might be able to help you even though they don't know what they're doing in the gym themselves. But, like, I personally look at it like, if I myself, Jerell, is going to hire a trainer, then that person better look better than me fitness wise, or they better have at some point looked better.
They better have,
if you look at
the receipts.
If you look at like like, you got to have the receipts. Like, if you look at Charles Glass, like, if you look at him now, you're like, this old man, like, who is this guy? But then he knows what the fuck he's talking about, like, when it comes to fitness. Like, you look at when he was a younger man, you're like, holy shit. Like, if you don't know who Charles Glass is, look up Charles Glass. Phenomenal. This is a random shout out here, but he's a really, like, it's impressive, like, the shit that his techniques and his types of workouts that he does, and, like, the minor tweaks that he'll do on a basic exercise that you're like, dang, dude, like, that's killer. Like, I tried one of his like a bench press thing that he was doing, and I was like, he was doing, because he's really old now. I don't even think he can physically do half the stuff that he's teaching anymore, but he the techniques that he puts out there are just like, man, that's amazing. Like, it's actually amazing to see. And it's like, I want to be like that when I get to the point where I can't, be fit anymore. I still want to at least have that knowledge to where, you can get in there and help other people.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, look the fucking part. Like I said, and like you said, I'll be the first to talk shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
look the part or have the receipts. Like, that's it, really. If you're gonna hire someone who to
help
teach you,
You're going to give them money. You're going to pay them.
Get proficient. Yeah. If you're going to hire someone to help you get proficient in your world of physical fitness, then they need to know what the fuck they're doing, talking about, etc. You know. I don't know.
Thank you.
Speaking of, feel free to hire me anytime.
Oh yeah, we are offering a first come first serve. Spots are limited. Ready Player Lift training coming to a fucking
coming to a gym near you. Yeah.
I bet we could.
Yeah.
You want to do that? You want to be personal trainers?
If someone
would you like to pay us so that we can get you
into the best shape of your goddamn life? Hire us anytime.
DMs are open.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. Hit me up. I have certifications. I'm telling you.
The certification only gets you so far. I mean, I could talk about this.
Certification, yeah. The certification gives you that, like, oh, he's certified.
I will tell you, man. I've trained.
I feel like I was certified before.
I've gotten more out of you and all these other fucking people that have never looked at a fitness book in their life.
Yeah.
But they just do the fucking work. Anyway, you get me fired up, man. Get me fired up.
Fired up.
So thank you for that answer, Jerell.
Thank you. Thank you for that question, Milo, Weight Room Boys, and Anonymous.
It's not me.
AKA Milo twice.
No, it's not me.
Ask.
Ready Player.
I'm not asking those guys nothing. All right. What?
Switching gears.
Are you
or what else are you?
That's it.
Where are you going? Okay. Switching gears.
What are you playing right now? Let's go.
You already know what I'm playing. I'm still playing it. I'm going to be playing it forever. As long as they keep updating it and changing it. Multiversus is going down. It's going down. Multiversus is still my top game right now. Super cool. I was mad though because, well, not mad. I was like a little annoyed because they locked my boy Finn. I couldn't use. Oh, I got a reminder here on my phone. Abs. Oh, I got to do my abs today. Oh, I forgot about that. Abs. I'm doing my August abs challenge, which I believe I'm the only one still participating because I think everyone else has fallen off by now. Today marks 400 reps a day of ab work. But I'm nearing the end of the month. Anyway, sorry. That was phone just
about Finn.
Multiversus.
Finn, this
Multiversus.
Fictional little boy with a backpack.
Too many. Yeah. Finn from Adventure Time. They locked him. Like, you know how like you can only play certain characters or whatever, and how Finn was open to play. He was locked, even though like I had him at like level.
Right? So he shouldn't be locked.
Oh hell yeah, I bought him. No, I bought him now. Like I didn't. You gotta understand. Like I hadn't used I still hadn't used like my whatever the player token things or whatever. I haven't used them yet. I'm still like waiting to see who they add and like picking and choosing very specific characters. I'm not just unlocking everybody and then going from there. Like
so. You mean to tell me that
so most of them are all
didn't
still
have
unlocked,
to
or
pay
still locked.
money for this stupid game?
No, you did. No, you do.
Well, like okay, so Multiversus is free to play. Technically, it's
correct.
Free.
Technically, it's free to play, but you only get
like select characters.
Wonder Woman
per per week or something like that.
Per every other whatever time frame. So right now they have last I was on there a few days ago, they had Arya Stark and LeBron James from Space Jam was unlocked, but Finn was locked, which he was unlocked before. Now he's locked, and I was like, what? Wait a minute! It's like, motherfucker, he's at like level 10 or whatever I had him at. So I had to unlock him, so I could have him now. And so that was the only slightly annoying thing. I think I think everybody else is still locked. Really, it's like you got Wonder Woman, Arya Stark, LeBron James was open, and maybe one other. I can't remember.
Okay.
I don't know. Velma, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, great game. I still love it. It's amazing. I went up against this like level 18 Iron Giant the other day, and it was, dude, I was like, bro, why? Like, why is the game putting me up against a fucking level 18 Iron Giant? Like, he destroyed me so fast. He's like, just, you know how he does that clap thing or whatever, and he smashes you and jumps up and comes down. He's like, he takes up like the whole screen. I'm like, dude, how am I supposed to avoid this
Question.
Anyway, yeah. Answer.
Do you feel inclined to play Smash after like having played this? Like, do you want to go back to Smash every now and then now? No?
No.
I ask you this
not really.
because
I mean,
okay. I
don't know. The controls are different.
I spoke with someone.
For
Okay.
one.
I spoke with a listener, and it was a polite. Like, just, hey, I heard your episode, man. This is what I thought. Kind of a conversation.
Yeah.
And he respectfully disagreed with us. He said, "Really? You think?
Oh no.
It wasn't bad. You know, that's fine. I'll tell you if it was. It wasn't. But he's like, you know, I don't know if I agree with that, man.
With the multiverses being better than Smash.
Well, that the Smash characters are like all the same, and
in controls.
Yeah.
The controls are all the same.
But
the input's the same.
I think he was kind of like, he's like, well, like Bowser is like way slower than like, you know, I don't know. I haven't played Smash in so long. That's why I'm asking you.
Like, if you mean it that way, sure. And that's the same with multiverses. But what I'm saying is, like, I feel like in multiverses, I feel like each character's moves are so unique in themselves.
Yeah.
Only. Like, so for example, in Smash Brothers, you have Star Fox and you have Falco.
Pretty much
Those
the same
two characters,
right?
Are exactly the same.
Falco's a little bit
like
faster, right? It's been so long, dude.
They're the same.
Forever.
They're fast. They have very very almost exact similar type of moves, right? If you go to multiverses, let's take for example Finn and Jake, both from the same show, two completely different characters, but they're not the same. They don't fight the same. They don't fight completely different.
Okay.
Completely entirely different. Jake's slightly slower. He has more stretchy moves. He does different. His moves are completely different. Finn, same thing, completely different. You break it down with Wonder Woman and Superman, completely different. Like their movements are not the same. Like Smash, like if you get similar characters from the same genre or from the same game, all of their moves are about the same. Like obviously if you compare Bowser to Mario, yeah, they're not going to be
like
the same because
freaking Jigglypuff versus
like versus
K-Rool.
Pikachu, like, or whatever, like, yeah, like, because those are unique and different characters. What I'm saying is like there are a lot of characters in Smash that are like the same.
I get you.
Like,
yeah, I get you.
Like in multiverses, I don't feel like that. Like each character that I've played doesn't play the same, like at all. Like none of them play the same. Like so far from my experience, they've all been completely entirely different, and that's the biggest difference I've noticed between Smash. And you also have to understand, this game is brand new. It's brand new, and we're already calling it better than a game that's been out for like fucking 20 years.
I just find
like,
it.
We played Smash Brothers on the fucking Nintendo 64 as children. Like you have to understand, like
it's different.
At a certain
it's
point, some
fresh.
stuff,
it's a different IP.
Exactly.
It's fucking Batman.
Exactly.
And
at some point, some games just kind of get old. Like I'm
hard
sorry.
Agree. I agree with you.
Smash Brothers is great, but like
it's all been
after a while, like it gets kind of old. Like it's all been done.
Amazing.
Like it's not as exciting.
That's amazing though.
As this.
When you think about it though, like if you told yourself 20 years old,
I would never think,
you know what, 20 years from now you're not going to give a shit. They're going to have every Nintendo character ever created, and you know what, meh, Like how fast do we just get tired of things? Anyway, before we switch subjects,
in this sense, it wasn't. It took 20 years, and I think that the issue with Smash, not the issue, but the Smash has became so massive, and it's been quite a while since they've updated or since they've completely like created a new version of it. And so because it's such an old game already, and because this last current version of it has been the version of it forever now, for years, like no one, like it's just not, like it loses its luster.
I'll tell you what.
It's like your stupid, it's like your dumb, what's it called, games, your San Andreas and Vice City and whatever.
Oh, well, they're making changes. Don't you worry. They're making some changes.
It's like those.
I'll tell you what.
It's like those games. Where
I'll tell you
like
what.
After a while.
I'll tell you what. You know what has regained its luster? You know who's illustrious? Stripe. I don't. My transitions aren't as good as yours. I'm sorry.
I was like, where's he going with this? Gremlins 2.
Stripe.
He's from Gremlins
Stripe
2, right?
of Gremlins
Stripe.
fame has been announced, as well as Black Adam.
The real Black Adam. The real Black Adam. Thank you very much. I do not acknowledge The Rock. I'm making this a point right now. I do not acknowledge The Rock as Black Adam, and he's not Black Adam.
The Rock
in my
will
opinion.
disagree with you. You know what?
No,
I'm done with The Rock.
The Rock is The
I'm
Rock.
done with him.
The Rock is The Rock. The Rock is The Rock in every single movie now. He stopped acting
He just shows
forever
up
ago.
and he's like, all right.
He's himself. He just plays himself in every role. Like, go back and watch like the past 5 movies that The Rock's been in. He's himself.
So you're saying
in
they
everything.
should have picked someone else for Black Adam? Like, who gives? First of all,
they should have picked someone else, or they should have at the very least been like, all right, you need to fucking have
put on this
hair
wig
in
here,
this
Dwayne.
one. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this is the character. This is what he looks like. Like, it makes no sense.
So your issue
like,
is he does not look anything like the
one.
actual
He doesn't
Black Adam.
look like one. He doesn't look like Black Adam, and 2, he's himself. He doesn't act like Black Adam. Black Adam has like an accent, and like, dude, no, absolutely not. I was very upset when I saw it because it was like, come on, man, like at least try, like make him a little bit more.
You know, I'll
like
tell you what,
character and not like himself. Like he's just
passionate
himself.
about this movie, Jerell. He is so passionate that he wants to be in like, he wants to go like toe to toe with like Superman, and he wants to.
Good luck.
Anyway,
he wants to hold the whole DC franchise on his shoulders. That's what he wants. That's what he wants to do, right? He wants to take over and be like,
I'll tell you what,
I'm the face of DC now. It's like, bro, your movie's gonna suck. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it won't, but from the trailers, it doesn't look appealing to me. Like, it's The Rock in another movie playing The Rock. Like,
so so Stripe is in.
It's my pride. It's my power. It's my power.
So Stripe
like
is.
They're gonna play his song.
So Stripe is in.
Stripe is it. We're going off the rails on everything today. Stripe is
fuck the Rock. Let's talk about Stripe. Let's go.
I like The Rock, but he gave up. The last movie he was actually a bit less of The Rock, but he still kind of was I think it was like Hercules or whatever, where he had the big beard and the long hair. That was also when he like fully transitioned, like got like crazy jacked, and to where he like basically at that point and forward, he was like his exact self in every movie. Like from that movie forward, when he got crazy jacked, that at that point, that's when he never went back to acting, and he just said, "I'm just gonna be me."
You know who said?
Every fucking
You know who
movie.
said, "I'm just gonna be me"? Stripe.
Stripe.
Can we please talk about?
Let me get back to this.
I need to talk.
I don't want to talk about The Rock.
Enough with the fucking Rock already.
Stripe. If you don't know who Stripe is, go watch Gremlins.
Google Stripe with gun, and then my favorite image is him with the little pistol.
Yeah. What about? Didn't he have like a
he had a
chainsaw or something at one point in the. Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna have that. Anyway, Stripe, not and the real Black Adam are gonna be in the new. Supposedly, I don't know at what point. Going to be the new Multiversus game. Yes, we're still talking about Multiverses. Yes, it's better than Smash. I'm sorry. Stripe from Gremlins is supposed to be in the new Multiversus.
Yeah, so they will be the
game.
first downloadable characters for this game. Apparently, Rick and Morty have been delayed.
Yeah, I don't know what
There's
happened.
this big thing with like Rick and Morty, and
yeah.
I guess
They just kind of like
pushed
them aside. You know what it was? It was just to add more hype.
Exactly.
To the
And
game.
you know what else?
I think that's
there
what
are
it was.
rumors.
Just add more hype to the game.
And there are rumors that the next character will be the Wicked Witch of the.
Oh, really?
So she'll be a playable character.
The original one or the Mila Kunis one?
Dude, I'd never watched that. Like, I love Mila Kunis.
Oh
but
my god,
I have
dude!
no idea.
Like, yeah, it was an interesting movie, but it was very like
She like overdid it.
It was kind of
like,
dumb. Well, no, because like
wasn't it?
It was like
her
supposed.
and
It was supposed to be like the origin story of like how the Wicked Witch became.
they always
the
do
Wicked
that.
Witch.
Like, who cares?
And guess how it happened.
Let me guess.
How do you think she became the Wicked
Dude,
Witch?
I have no idea.
What do you think happened? What do you think happened to
She
her?
probably got burned by like something.
By a dude.
By James Franco.
Yes.
No.
That's exactly. Yes, that's what fucking happened. She got burned and heartbroken by a man.
Oh, okay.
And so then she became all psycho.
became-
Sorry, women. Yes, this does happen to you sometimes. It happens to men too, but she became the Wicked Witch. That's like on another level. Like she got heartbroke and then became the Wicked Witch.
Why do they
and
always
got all
do these
psycho.
like backstories and like, let's find out how
And he was the wizard.
Yeah, with his.
Yeah,
all
he's
I
a
remember
wizard.
is that stupid little hot
Yeah.
air balloon.
It was an okay movie. It was okay for what it was, but it was funny like the backstory. Just like what? And she had like she wasn't like all like green and like
She was
like
pretty.
just a
She was like a
regular-
normal. Yeah,
pretty. Yeah,
yeah.
she was like really into James Franco, and then like he broke her heart. Or
So he
something, some
burned
shit
her.
happened. I can't remember.
Like, did he like?
No, not physically. No. Metaphorically,
Okay, so
like
she
he
was like a
broke her
scorned-
heart. Yeah,
So the witch
She
was like a
scorned-
scorned
yeah,
woman.
She was a scorned woman, and then something I can't remember. Something happened for her to transform into.
I
how
wanna
she
see
looks,
this
but
now.
Yeah. Then she's flying around the fucking.
Did they put her on
kingdom.
the broom?
Like fucking yeah, they did. It was actually good. She had a really good Wicked Witch
Oh, okay.
laugh. Like her Wicked Witch laugh. It was like, oh man, like dang, that's pretty good.
You know what else is
so
pretty good?
It's not. So it's not gonna be her. It's gonna be the original.
You-
My pretties. Like riding on the broom, and
You know what else is?
I wonder if it's
pretty?
gonna be. I wonder if her alternate skin for in the multiverses is going to
Like
be
Mila's kid?
like no
Like the human?
yeah, like the regular one on the bike.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
she
with
takes-
that old timey
takes the
dress
dog.
and the hat. She has like the hat.
Yeah, she has the basket and she
Mhm.
takes the fucking dog and
Dude, what if she's like on the bike?
whoa, Toto! Your dog bit me. I'm gonna take it and have it put down.
Dude, that movie is so fucked up.
Oh, Toto!
That movie is so fucking crazy. Like to watch.
Dude, I love
like,
that movie as a
adult.
kid. Yeah. It's interesting.
You know what else is interesting?
I guess. What else is interesting?
These odds on Kim Kardashian's new
Oh,
boyfriend, let's go.
Kim Kardashian.
What is your take on this whole situation? Let's go.
broke up? She broke. I thought we talked
Did
about
we-
this.
we-
Already, no, maybe we
Briefly- we briefly
maybe we talked
mentioned
about
it.
ourselves. Which
Pete
her
Davidson.
and her they broke up. Oh, and he goes, my heart hurts. He got his heart hurt.
Now this was
again.
after
Broke
he
his heart.
tattooed her name and
Bro,
her
like what?
children's names.
First and foremost, you never tattoo another person's
significant other.
That significant other. You never tattoo a significant other's name on your body. That's always time and time again. It's like a failed
Mistakes were
thing.
made. Some say it's a curse. Some say it's
Yeah,
it's
there we
like
go. Thank you. Don't do it.
You want your relationship to be
Yeah.
challenged in ways.
I get like a deceased one, like if you're in love with someone and they passed away.
Why are you doing?
Like,
No.
I get that. No, I get that
I get
tattoo.
that, yeah.
Like that. Yeah, but not when you're alive. Like, I love her so much, man.
Pete
Get a
Davidson
tattoo.
is
then
asshole of the
like,
week.
Fuck that bitch. Is he? Why? Why is he asshole?
You want to play the
What happened?
alarms?
I thought you guys-
Like sound the alarm.
You guys. That one.
Pete Davidson is the asshole of the week. My original pick was actually
what did I miss?
Ezra Miller.
Oh, you're doing.
I'm going all over
You're
the
really
page. I'm switching it up today, baby.
All right. The toxic one? Are you doing the toxic?
Yes.
Your new segment?
I have
Is that
made
what
an
you're trying to do?
executive decision. All right. So do you want to give the backstory on
Okay.
this toxic shit? Do you want to give the backstory?
No, I was just gonna give you the intro.
Send it.
Oh, I didn't make it yet. I was just gonna say it right now.
All right.
It is now time for Milo's toxic mother of the week.
Let's go. Random
Okay.
thought. My original pick for toxic person
Mother
of the
of
week,
the week.
was originally going to be Ezra Miller. Now, Ezra Miller, as you
Yeah.
know, is
Oh,
not
it's been getting wild. Out of hand.
cleanest.
Canceled got a whole damn movie.
Ezra Miller is
destroyed.
not the most scrupulous
Yeah.
person.
Individual.
All right.
Yeah.
But you know
Yes.
what? Looking back on it, I don't know who's worse.
Mm.
Would it be Skeet Davidson or would it be Ezra Miller? I vote Skeet, Pete.
Okay.
This man.
Now, why?
Because, dude, he crossed.
What
he
happened?
What didn't happen?
Oh wait, do you mean the previous stuff? I thought we were talking about his heartbreak.
It all came.
Or you mean the fact that he hooked up with Kanye's?
He did everything. He did it all. What didn't he do? He jumped into
Yeah.
this relationship. Now I know these are all consenting adults. I get it. This man crossed some lines you just don't cross.
It's very true.
If someone
have
came
talked about
in
this.
and tattooed your children's name,
Oh, that's right. That's what he did.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It wasn't just her. Yeah, it was like the whole family.
He tattooed.
I'm your daddy now. Like,
Okay, let's
Like,
go.
oh.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah,
how would you
right.
feel? Like, let's
that's
talk
pretty.
about it.
Yeah, that's not
It's
cool.
just, there's just
man.
certain things you just don't do.
Yeah, I heard. Supposedly he proposed to her.
The
and
rumor is
that's why the breakup
it's
was
getting
The
too
rumor is
serious, and he was,
yeah, and he was like, I want to marry you,
and like him always.
and she's like,
Whoa,
whoa, hey,
that doesn't go with the
was-
brand.
I'm just trying to
that
get my
doesn't-
rocks off.
I don't know if we can sell this.
I was just trying to get it
I don't
in,
know.
man. Like, what you doing?
I'm just trying to get on
You
E.
messing up a good
Just trying to get
thing.
on E Entertainment.
Go, yeah, you done tattooed my name and my kids' names on your body. It's just too much, man. You got to go.
So
I guess they apparently canceled or they like cut him from one of the episodes or
There's
something
all sorts
too.
of stuff.
I guess he was supposed to be in their show, and they're like,
I
ooh,
don't think this is gonna
We can't have him in
sell.
our show. This is not gonna sell. We have to take him out.
yeah. So he's more toxic than Ezra, is what you're saying.
That is my
For your
pick.
Toxic mother of the week. Good old Pete Davidson has been elected as the toxic mother of the week.
You dirty mother. Switching gears. I'll tell you what. I will tell you what.
What are you gonna tell me?
Did you know? Did you know? Well, we talked about this last night. So in other, I guess, entertainment news? We're in the entertainment side of the show.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Ferris Bueller spinoff?
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that. Apparently, there's going to be a Ferris Bueller's Day Off movie. Is it a movie or is it a TV show?
Okay, so a spinoff
Spin
of the
off.
1986 John Hughes film Ferris Bueller's
Mm-hmm.
Day Off is in the works at Paramount Pictures, titled
Hmm.
Sam and Victor's Day Off. From Cobra Kai creators so and so, such and such, and so
Mm.
is set to write the film. So this is going to be a full featured film.
Oh,
Will
wow.
this work?
Huh.
What are your thoughts? I want to hear.
I think they should have stuck with the if it's the same creators as Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is a TV show based off of the Karate Kid. In case you didn't know, it basically picks up where the Karate Kid left off, but now they are adults, right? So on and so forth. Get into all kinds of shenanigans. It's great. Ralph Macchio's character and Billy Zabka's character, great, awesome. The show turned out pretty solid. Has some actually decent kung fu fighting.
I've
so
heard
on and so
nothing but good
forth.
things.
Yeah, it's a good show. So Cobra Kai in itself, great as a show. I think maybe they should have. I mean, who knows? It might be good as a movie, but maybe they should have stuck with their
Show format, episodic.
their format of TV show and made it into a TV show instead. Because I feel like I just don't know if you can make another movie based off of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which is iconic in itself.
By far,
there's nothing.
The best
yeah,
80s flick, in my opinion. Like,
yeah,
for me.
yeah, definitely one of the top tier 80s movies of movies of its time. But to make another version of it with, I'm guessing their children.
No,
like,
this
or
is even better.
some-
You don't even know. Okay, all right.
I
hold
missed
on.
it.
Okay.
I didn't hear who
get
you
ready.
said.
Get ready.
Okay, all right.
Get ready. Okay, so Sam and Victor, they're
They're the characters.
they're
in the
the
movie.
fucking guys that take the Porsche and joyride around the city. So they're gonna make a movie. They're gonna make a movie about like what they were doing.
Oh my god!
They're gonna make a
Oh
movie
my
about what they
God.
were.
That's right.
What they were doing.
That's weird.
And so if you're
Okay.
wondering, like,
But,
remember
like-
the clip where they
but
like
they're-
jump?
Yeah, but they're like adults now. I mean, they're like old guys.
Well, actually,
now.
one of the actors has died, and he passed.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm not too sure which guy.
So they're just gonna
So they're
recast,
just gonna recast them.
the characters
And they're gonna-
turn it into. This is what they were doing.
If you were
Like,
wondering,
this is how their day went.
I mean, I
Huh.
have some thoughts.
It might be
like, it could
interesting.
be-
I mean, because you didn't really see.
you just saw them peel out,
like,
and then they were,
Yeah,
but
like,
they
you
were
didn't
gone the whole
see
day.
it.
Just like
yeah, like you didn't see their story, so they could literally do whatever they want. Like with this movie,
perhaps
they could actually make it kind of good.
perhaps they ran into
Hmm.
Abe Froman, the Sausage King. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who the fuck knows like these references? Like, who the hell
Yeah,
is listening to the
yeah.
show that like knows like
Ferris Bueller's.
Like,
I haven't watched that movie in so long, and it wasn't one of those that I'd watched enough
oh, I've seen it.
to remember a ton of stuff from it.
Really?
I remember bits and pieces. Yeah, like it's just not one of the, I haven't watched it enough. Like I can tell you more about Back to the Future than I can tell you about.
See, Ferris
Bueller's
Bueller was
Day
like
Off.
my pick.
It's one of those. It's one of those movies for me. Like it
The
just
thing
it
about
didn't hit that.
okay,
I just
well,
and it might have come out a little like too soon for me. Like when I was a kid,
you were
like,
sheltered. You were
might have-
sheltered.
it might have just not been one of those that was on
Well, it was
my
such a great story.
radar of
And
movies.
it's
It's a
because
great movie.
What
Yeah,
kid didn't like fantasize about
want to do. Yeah,
like I don't want to work
Uh-huh.
today, or I don't want to go to school
yeah.
today.
I don't want to go to school today.
Like, bro,
I did a Ferris Bueller's Day Off when I was
I did
a
it.
kid. I pretended like I was sick, and then I got to stay
Yeah.
home because my mom had no choice. She wasn't like, you have to go to school. Like it was
sick.
like, I got to go to work, so screw it, you're staying home. And it was
I
like,
don't feel too good.
it
worked.
worked.
Oh my god! And
yeah.
then you're like sitting there watching like Price is Right,
then I'm just
and
playing fucking video games all day and doing whatever the
Eating,
hell I
like,
wanted to, running around the
breakfast.
house.
microwave burritos. But like that story would work in any decade, though. You know, so
yeah, that's true.
I mean, I would rather they
Yeah.
just like spin off instead of like remaking it or doing like a sequel.
So it might be good in itself because it's not based on Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's a completely different day off. It's like it's
they
those
essentially did the
characters'
same
day
thing.
off. It's they could do
Yes.
whatever. Yeah, it could be a movie. Now the issue is if they they do it, but then they add a bunch of the similar things.
Like, oh yeah, like all the
from
fan
first
service,
movie.
like all the callbacks.
Yeah,
Like,
if they add too much of like of the similar stuff from the other movie,
it's like too
if
much.
they-
Well,
if they
every
do too-
every movie does that though. They
Yeah.
do the fan service. Like, oh,
Yeah.
remember this?
Yeah.
Remember
If
that?
they do too much of that, I feel like it won't be like they can do a little bit and it'll be cool, but they also feel like need to make it even, and this might be the hard part, is make it even more epic of a day off than Ferris's day off, because if not, like then it's not as interesting, you know, because his day off was like
His day
oh my
off
God.
ended
like
with
he,
him like
he got into
he's, like,
so much
singing. Like,
wow
He's, like,
running through the iconic
chase
freaking
where he's, like,
scene
running.
of him running through the freaking backyards and jumping over the thing and like all of that. Like they still use that shit today in like other like parodies, like in cartoons, and like they did in Family Guy. They've done it in like a ton of other little cartoons.
Definitely,
just,
it's one of
like,
those movies. Like if you haven't seen the movie, like you've seen enough, and like
you've seen it,
Pop culture.
You've seen some aspect of it, because it was one of those pop culture type of movies. But
my favorite.
yeah, so I think the spinoff will have to be like epic.
You know what else is epic?
Like,
House of the Dragon, set to
Did it already
release
come out?
tonight.
oh,
So,
okay.
To all of you listeners out there,
House of the Dragon, the prequel of Lord
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Thrones. No. The prequel to Lord of the Rings. No, the Game of Thrones. Whatever.
House of the Dragon
Yeah,
is
it's
set 200 years
It's-
before the events of
oh no
Game
shit.
of Thrones.
So it's
it's, like,
real
Pretty,
early
yeah.
on
It's
then.
like, and I guess
Oh,
it
okay.
follows
So that's kind of interesting.
my
House Targaryen
Yes.
is like the main focus
yes,
of
as
it,
you know,
right? Yeah, okay.
Daenerys
And
was
it-
a Targaryen.
Yeah, was her and her brother were like the last two of their kind or something like that, right? The last two of their house.
Yeah.
From what I remember
Um,
from Game of Thrones, they were like the only two left of House Targaryen.
my
right?
yes, I believe so. Like that was
and
like
then,
the whole.
and then yeah, so this is supposed to be like the Mad King's reign.
All of that.
Her grandfather,
Something like
or
that.
great
Before
grandfather,
all of that,
whoever
like,
he
yeah,
is
the Mad
to
King
her.
I think happened right before the Game of Thrones
Okay.
shit,
Before
because Jamie
Yeah.
killed the Mad King.
I don't
The thing is,
remember. It's been a
who
while.
the hell care? Who cares? Because all of this leads
Yeah.
into what we already know. Like
yeah, what we already know and how it ended, and you're just
all
like,
of it leads
"Man."
to
Like,
spoiler alert if you haven't seen fucking Game of Thrones, like skip,
Game
I
of
guess. But like
Thrones,
all of this leads to Bran being the fucking king.
a crappy ending. Yeah. I know.
Bran.
It all leads to a very crappy ending of an amazingly epic show that was like I became iconic, and I still got freaking like Funkos and
Merch.
and all kinds of
Beer
and memorabilia.
Glasses and
Yeah.
Dude, my friend bought like the shoes, like yeah,
Shoes?
like there was like an Adidas Ultra Boost, like House Targaryen shoes, and like everybody was so into this, and then like the show sucked, and now like nobody cares.
Yeah, well, it just had a shitty ending. Like the last season was just like, like it's one of those. Like it was so incredible all the way up to the end that you're just like, man,
Bran.
like what? Like come on.
The whole point of the
Like,
show is like
what?
who's gonna be on the throne. Like the whole is
Yeah.
it gonna be like Jon Snow?
Yeah.
Like it has to be him.
Yeah. And then Daenerys basically turned out to be the Mad
Oh, she was,
King
like,
all over, and it turns out to be
You
crazy.
want to talk
and
about
it's like,
scorned?
Come on.
She was so
Come
scorned
on.
that she.
Man, so
burned up all
upsetting.
the
So
whole city.
upsetting.
I
So upsetting.
am going to watch this anyway.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Yeah,
You know what else?
I'll watch
You know
it
what else I
for
want to
the hell
watch?
of it. What do you want to
She-Hulk.
watch? No,
I
you
don't.
don't.
Because you did.
But I do. I want to watch it just because I want to give it a chance. Even though I've heard mixed rumors, opinions, or whatever. I watched the first episode of She-Hulk, and
You don't.
are we getting into spoilers?
It's a new
I don't want to.
So I don't spoil it, and I kind of want to watch it just to see.
So
don't
spoil it.
Don't spoil it. Just
Okay.
give me like your take.
Man, it's hard then. I don't know if I cannot spoil it.
Is it good?
Like I can't.
Was it
I
good?
I can't. It's. I'm interested to see where it's going to go. We'll just put it that way. I'm not gonna say it's good or bad because I don't know yet. Like there are a lot of things in this first episode that I was like, okay, and I would like to talk about like her character, and certain aspects of the episode that they did that I liked and didn't like. But for now, I guess I'll just say it's I'm interested to see where it's going to go from here. That's basically where I'm at with it. But there's a lot of other little things in it that hopefully we can talk about soon after you watch it or whatever, and we want to spoil it. I already know you're gonna hate it, but yeah,
that's the thing. I hate most Marvel shit these days. Like,
yeah, this one, because you're not patient, this one you're gonna get mad very early on, and you're probably not, like, you're just gonna be like already checked out, like right from the jump. Like,
I just don't
knowing
like it.
you, I know
like
how
what they
you
did.
are. Like, and I know how you are, and you're once you've set your mind on, like,
stubborn as a
I'm
mule.
done. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not as stubborn as
so
certain people, but
when
when it comes to like,
when it comes to like you liking or disliking something, like in this sense, like you'll see when you watch it. It's only like 30 minutes long or whatever. Like, you'll watch it, tell me what you think, or we'll discuss it on the next maybe a few episodes will come out, and then we can just go in on
I
it.
plan on it because
and spoil it.
I want to see it.
I want to talk about it, but I will also want to wait to see.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's like listeners out there that
initial
wanna watch
opinion.
it, though.
Yeah, if my initial opinion of it or thoughts like change, which I'm really hoping they do, but so far I'm just kind of like, man, this character.
I don't like what I
I
see.
don't wanna ruin it.
I am a Hulk
I don't wanna ruin
enjoyer, and I just will say that
It is
he is my
there's certain things
favorite.
there's certain things that are very interesting as far as like She-Hulk, how she became She-Hulk. The character, her name is Jen, the character. How Jen became She-Hulk, and then like the progression from there. Like, it's very interesting when you watch. You're like, like, I don't know if it's for the show and they're just kind of like moving along, or if they're just like, She-Hulk Man-Haters Club. Like, I don't know. You'll see it when you watch it. You'll see it. I will say one thing, and I'm not sorry, ladies, but this definitely started off a little like on the haters club vibes. Like, not entirely, but like there's a lot of little things where you're just like,
Just like the pot shots.
okay, like
really?
is
like,
that like
okay,
like it just like it just seems unnecessary, I guess you could say. Like, there's just certain little things that, and it's the way things are said, it's the way the characters act, and just like, I don't know, it just seems unnecessary. Like, it's just like, it's clearly this show, and I don't know if the show was written by a woman, but it very much feels like it was written by a woman who is not the biggest fan of men. because it, like, I don't know. You'll see it. You'll watch it. I mean, people could disagree with me, but like, it's not entirely like She-Hulk Man Haters Club, but it's got the
You just
subtle
feel attacked. You
hints
feel
of
like
a little bit.
unwelcome,
Like it's just like we don't need men for anything. Like, and it's like, Jesus Christ, like, calm down. Like, dude's trying to help you. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go too far into it. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Well, so for now, episode 1, my quick spoiler review as much as possible. I'll just say She-Hulk Man Haters Club is episode 1, and then we'll continue on from there and see if it progresses and changes and becomes any better, or if it stays on the She-Hulk Man Haters Club for the rest of the season. But so far, that is what the tag is from me in reference to the show, She-Hulk Man Haters Club. That's where I'm going with it for now. It could change. It could become better. You may disagree with me, but that's
You've
how
said
I feel
nothing
on this first episode.
You
I haven't spoiled
really,
it,
no,
but I'm just
being completely fine.
I'm just
yeah,
just being honest.
Really? Okay, so I will check it out so that we can discuss.
Yeah, check it out. I want to see where it goes. Like, I feel like it has potential to be really good, and it could be really cool. Hopefully they just kind of fucking reel it in on the man bashing just a little bit. Like, it feels very unnecessary for a freaking
it's the fucking
it feels meaningless. Like, I guess and I get it's the She-Hulk, and the whole point of that character when it was created back in the day was basically
there's not enough women.
We don't need men.
representation.
Like, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Like, yeah,
Wonder Woman is incredible for that reason, because
but
she's like a contender,
Mhm.
and that's cool. I mean, I get it.
Wonder Woman doesn't also shit on men. Like, that's my only. That's why I'm sticking with the She-Hulk Men Haters Club tag so far, because
it must really be
like if it's not bad. Like, it's just like you said before, the little pot shots. Like,
you're
it's
just
just
sitting
like
there
little things,
enjoying the show, and
like just the way, I don't know. It's just the way the character developed already, where you're just like, huh, like, all right, well, that's
okay.
I mean, cool, I guess. Like, I mean, it's cool to see, but at the same time, it's like, man, like, all that extra shit just did not seem necessary. Like, I feel like there could have been a little bit,
like, did you really have to?
better way of.
I get you.
I don't know. Be cool at least.
On,
like,
you
don't gotta be like
watching the show.
You don't gotta be an. No. I'm saying, like,
The character,
like, for the show. I'm saying the show and the character. Like, be cool at least. Like, you don't gotta be an a-hole about it. Like, I don't know. There's just you'll see when you watch it.
Well,
people may agree, may disagree. People might not even get it. Like,
maybe it's all in your head.
I honestly feel like
maybe
I honestly feel like maybe a lot of women might not even get it. Like, because it's not, they're not on the other side of it. So, like, it's different. Like, you don't always understand where someone's coming from if you're not on that side. Like, there's a lot of stuff
side of it. Like, it's just
like there's a lot of stuff that women don't appreciate, that I don't understand, because I'm not on that.
And that's
end
the
of
argument.
it. Like,
that's
so
the argument.
It's,
like,
yeah, it's the same in this, where you're just like, dude, like, chill out. Like, but yeah.
Okay, I mean, we could dive deep on this discussion if you like. If you want to put on the snorkeling gear and like.
No, we'll discuss She-Hulk
you want
soon.
to talk social
once we get a few more
issues.
And once we get a little further into it. Oh no, She-Hulk is handling all the social issues. It's gonna hammer them down. And you also have to remember, this is not a superhero show. This is
a criminal.
Law criminal. Yeah, that is I'll just put it. They made it very clear in the first episode that this show is supposed to be
not your normal everyday superhero.
This is not a superhero. Yeah,
She uses
her
brain.
She's not a superhero in the traditional sense. She is a lawyer, and that is
her power.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I didn't. That they said
I
it on
didn't
the
say
show.
anything.
I'm not making this up. No, I know. We're already
we're
laughing
towing that
about
line,
it.
baby. We're dipping that toe. Okay, so switching gears.
We'll discuss. It'll be great once we get further into the show and we can really have a little bit more of a understanding of
what makes the
character
She-Hulk,
and where they're going.
tick.
Yeah. You know, I get it. Some women hate men. It's okay. It happens. But you know what woman doesn't hate her man? Oh, you like that transition? J-Lo.
With the J-Lo.
Oh, Jenny from the block decided to marry Ben Affleck. I think like
Again,
yesterday.
dude, they've been married like
Bro,
3 to 4 times.
Dude, they got married, bro.
Okay.
They got married.
I'll tell you what.
Like yesterday.
I'll tell you what.
Crazy.
I will tell you what.
Jenny from the block.
J-Lo was like one of my first like crushes, like back in the day. Yeah, I was a
I could see that,
big
yeah.
fan.
If you have
Ben Affleck.
You know what song I really liked when I was a kid? What's that other one where she's like she's like on a boat and they're like going through the like on the jungle or whatever, and then they get to like this party and it's
Waiting
like all
for
green.
tonight.
It's like
Whoa.
that one,
That
yeah. Man. Woo.
Mm.
I think that at that point, that's when I was like, oh, like yeah, I film things as a little boy.
What is
like,
this?
That's when I think that's when I liked
Yeah,
J-Lo
J-Lo's
at that
always-
point. Yeah.
My favorite line from a J-Lo song was I believe I sent you the link when she's like the song with LL Cool J, and he's like, "Pride is what you had,
yeah.
baby girl. I'm what you have.
yeah. Oh, my love is all I had.
Pride is what you
Pride is
had.
what you had.
I'm what you have, bro. You can't say that.
Not
You
nowadays.
can't. LL,
No.
lady
No, it's
love.
like, pride
Ladies-
is what you had, girl. Baby, I'm
Ladies
what you
do
had.
not love that. They don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
LL, you know what? He
You
could say
can't
whatever
go-
he wanted back
yeah.
then. You know why? Because he had
Yeah,
the one
that's
pant
true.
leg up. He had the LL classic, one leg up, just sitting there with them glasses,
Yeah.
doing
For us, by us,
doing the lip. I refuse to do the lip.
Yeah.
I refuse. That's all he had to do. He did he hit him with the lip,
Whatever, he licked his lips or whatever.
and that was it.
I can't do it. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember how he does
And
it.
he just flocked
remember.
to the record
Just
store
make my
after that.
lips
They
all
just
chapped.
ran to the record
Yeah.
store and they bought all his.
Plus, it was also like he was like one of the only like fit.
Oh, he was ripped.
dudes
He was
back
back
then.
then. He was like,
yeah, he was crazy
Holy
shredded,
crap.
like and
Yeah, he was, like,
jacked. Like, he
big.
wasn't just like lean and cut. Like he
He
was
did
like,
work.
big and cut.
oh, you know
Like, he was
what?
the only. He was the only one.
You know
back
who
then
else does work?
that I can think of?
You know who else did work in the gym? Let's end this episode on this shout out. Shout out to freaking
Okay.
Method Man, who
Oh yes,
apparently he's strong.
making them gains. God damn.
Yeah,
dude.
Method Man was.
You know, I heard. I think maybe we talked about this before, but he wants to be a Marvel
Oh,
character. I don't remember what specifically, but I feel like maybe that's a part
so he's
of
like beefing up,
probably why
and he's like trying to put
he's
put
putting
it out
in
there.
mad work in the gym.
Funny
Yeah.
story about
Put it out there, like, come on, man, make me a
trying to be.
character. Trying to be like you.
My greatest
Cap.
regret was actually running into Method Man in San Diego
Oh,
at
really?
Comic-Con.
Why is it a
Apparently,
regret?
he's like a nerd.
Was he an a-
he
was he-
had like a comic. He was like a comic.
Yeah, that's what I said. He wants to be in a freaking. He wants to be a superhero.
Apparently, he's wanted to
book
do this
character.
forever because I remember running into him.
Oh, for real?
In like 2008, and it was me,
Uh-huh.
and it was Nick. Shout out to Nick. I think he does listen to us, so shout out to
yeah.
Nick. A bunch
Shout
of
out
other,
Nick out in
yeah, a
Cali.
bunch of other people, and they're like, "Oh shit, I was the only one that recognized him. He was just walking down like the sidewalk with like one other dude.
My God.
And I was like, oh, hey. I was like telling everybody. It's like, oh, that's Method Man. And everyone was like, oh, go talk to him, man. I'm like, no. Hell no.
You didn't talk
No.
to him?
I was scared. I was
Oh,
not.
He was not the current
Milo
Milo
he
he
sees
is today. Milo
very
has gone through phases. He was a very timid mouse of a man at some point.
I was not ready to walk up to Method Man and shake
He was not
his
ready
damn
to walk
hand.
up.
And to this day,
Yeah.
I feel like my whole
You regret that.
my whole life would have changed if I would have just had the guts to walk up to Method Man, because it was a bunch of nerds, and that probably would have made his day. Nobody.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
talking. Do you know how big those crowds are?
Especially if nobody
Gave a shit.
Nobody even saw it. Yeah,
Nobody, and he's just like
crazy.
walking. I'm like, Method Man, is that you?
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Thank you for recognizing. Thank you for coming up to me, young man.
Chance blown.
I could have been.
Hey, what y'all getting into
Yeah,
tonight?
man. Man, I could have been.
Could you
Whole
imagine?
life could have been gone a whole different direction.
I smoked weed with Method Man one day.
Here I am
It
today.
was amazing.
I'm on tour. I'm with Wu-Tang and
Oh man, on tour with Wu-Tang.
like as their opener, you know, or at least like their hype man. Anyway, we are off the rails today on this podcast, and for that,
Give it up for my boy.
Milo. Just my name, like not even like a rap name, just
Not even like any kind of name.
Big Milo.
You did mention back in the day you spit some bars.
Yeah, funny
Like,
story. I actually was a rapper.
Milo
back
was a
in the day.
rapper for real, and he almost recorded an album. You were in a
I
rap
was in a group.
right?
Yeah, my best friend and I. We had a little group. We recorded a demo. And
That's
my
right.
claim to fame was actually I lost a talent show contest with. Did I ever tell you the story? Do you know who the Pussycat Dolls are? Did I tell you that story?
That's right.
Yeah, I told you about that story.
Yeah.
I went to high school with one of the singers who ended up in the Pussycat Dolls. And she whooped my ass. She mopped us up. She's actually talented. I'm like, oh,
she could sing. Yeah.
Talent. Anyway,
Yeah. Dude,
off the
that's
rails
great.
with Ready Player
Yeah.
Lift.
I wish that we had that demo, or you could unsurface that damn demo somehow, some way, because I would love to hear like high school Milo's rap. I've never heard you
Like spit?
rap. Like I've never ever heard you spit some bars.
I had bars,
on a
dude.
track.
I had
So
like
it would be funny, not funny, but it would be
would be
interesting. I guess,
hilarious.
more than
like the
anything.
SpongeBob picture where he's laughing. It'd be so funny.
It would be interesting to hear old school Milo.
I had some things to say.
rapping on
You know, I've always had like kind of like
Yeah.
now. I kind of have.
Yeah.
wanted-
I hate school. My teacher sucks.
I'm broke.
I need a job. My manager sucks. I can't. I'm just trying to picture like what your rap voice would even sound like. Like it's just. I wish we could find that. Do you remember your rap group name?
That I will not, out of respect for my friends, I will not. I will not make it
man,
searchable.
It's been so many
I
years.
will not put that on them.
Man. All right.
He's now
It'll
a
be
very
it'll be off the
successful
record, we'll-
best-selling author now, and I don't want to.
No.
So he made it, and
Don't want
wanna
to
see-
tarnish
they're gonna
this,
look him up like, oh.
this gentleman's
he's
name.
a rapper.
He's actually accomplished some things. He's buried that deep
Yes,
in the
he
vault.
has. I'll send him the clip of this. He'll laugh, I think. Anyway,
Oh man.
thank you
All
for
right,
following the Ready Player Live podcast, your favorite show about games, and apparently
And games.
everything
Everything
else.
else. Yeah.
Please Call to action. Please follow us on YouTube. Jerell works really hard at putting our episodes together.
Go check out some of the little clips, shorts, and episodes. We got our episodes also on YouTube if you would like to see our lovely faces smiling and laughing. And there's also the YouTube's actually a little different at times too, because most of the time I don't fully go through and listen to the entire episode, and so I just kind of like scrub through, and there may be some extra bits of dialogue and discussion on the YouTube one if you feel like fishing through
Ready Player Lift
all of
uncut.
that. But yeah,
It's kind of like
a
a BT uncut.
a little bit more uncut.
You know, where you fall asleep, you wake up, and like
you just wake up and you hear something different than that was on the
BT uncut, man.
But yeah, check it out. Follow, subscribe, like all.
Please
our
share.
Stuff. Shout us out. Let us know if there's anything you like or dislike. I mean, we'd like to hear. If you're like,
yeah,
that Jerell's an asshole.
Yeah, give us your takes. Send us your
whatever.
questions.
Yeah, let us know.
Send us your questions.
Send us the questions.
And
send us your questions. Nominate people for Milo's new Toxic Mother of the Week.
Also, shout out to
segment.
We are all. Thank you for that. Didn't mean to speak over you, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to the listeners. There are actually people listening in now, live.
Yeah.
So I believe I saw somebody in there.
Shout out.
So
nice.
If they're still listening. So we're gonna kind of toy with that. Apparently, we can tinker around and have listeners join in on our recordings. So if you're interested in that, let us know. We'll save you a spot. You get all access backstage, VIP.
Yeah.
Listening. You get to hear us live. You get to hear us fuck up live before we make the cuts.
Yeah.
So anyway, we out?
Yeah.
You out? You good?
Yeah.
We out.
We out.
Bah.